Welcome in to another Phenom Focus here. I'm your host, Patrick O'Brien, talking to a bunch of the recruits around the country, talking about the latest impact, recruitment, and everything, all the information that they have on the latest here. I have an exciting one coming up here today. 2021 6'5" Elijah Wilson here. He's been off the charts this summer, and now his recruitment is starting to pick up and everything. And so first off, Elijah, welcome, and how's everything going for you?
Everything's going good, man. I appreciate you for having me.
I appreciate you coming on here. I know you've been a big part of this Phenom Hoops summer events there. But everywhere you've gone so far in the last year or so, you've really been able to make noise. And now your recruitment, and a lot of people are starting to now recognize kind of who you are and your talent and your ability.
Right.
So I just want to say congrats, first of all, to everything that you've done.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, first of all, to kind of start off there, just in general, I know everything's been it's been weird lately and everything, but overall, just with you, how has everything been going these days with you? What's it been like for you?
Everything, and I live in Atlanta right now, so everything down here is relatively open. As long as you have your mask, you can really go anywhere you want. So for me, it's kind of getting back to the normal down here at least.
Yeah. What's it been like on the basketball side thing? What's kind of been like a normal day, I guess, for you, or what you kind of been doing?
Oh, I wake up around 7 a.m. That's usually that's when I go to the weight room and work out. I come home and I eat, take a nap probably in around 12 or 1. I go to the gym, get shots up with my dad or, old AAU coach. Then I come back home, rest, sleep, talk to my family a little bit. And then I go either I go scrimmage or I go train again. Sometimes they have open runs in the park or a gym. So, that's what I usually do in the evening. So that's really every day for me.
So you've been living in the gym pretty much.
Living in the gym. Anywhere I can get some shots up, you'll find me there.
Hey, that's probably the mentality to have, especially during this time here. It's nothing,
Right.
Just be nothing but in the gym there.
Mm-hmm.
So before I wanted to talk to you about your summer there. I wanted to kind of talk to you about your past season here. You were playing with Carolina Basketball Academy. And what was that whole ride experience there for you overall this past season?
Oh, it was a great experience, definitely new experience. It was my first time being away from home. So, that whole aspect of that was definitely new. But, going over there and, just kind of bonding with those players, I feel like it brought the dog out of me. It brought out another aspect of my game to where it allowed me to get better and allowed me to improve because, going over somewhere where you're away from family, you don't know anybody, it's kind of like you're an underdog. So, being there, it actually, it kind of just brought something out of me that I didn't know I had inside myself.
Was that did that take a little bit of adjusting to do, just, a new area, a new place for you?
Yeah, definitely. I've never really been away from home that long. I usually I'll go visit out of town somewhere. But, being away from home, like for the long run, it was something I definitely had to get used to. I definitely got homesick. But, I was able to call home and talk to my family almost every day. And, they just let me know that it's a process. You got to be patient. You got to stick through it. So, that's what I did, and it paid off.
What was kind of your outlook on the season? Like, what were some of your personal goals that you wanted to kind of set for yourself this past year?
For the school season or the AAU season?
School season.
Well, going over that, I definitely wanted to become more efficient as a scorer. I already knew I was going into a team where, they kind of already had a system going. I just wanted to really fit in with that system and just be able to contribute, but not, overdo it or not, So going over that, I definitely wanted to be an efficient scorer, and I wanted to just bring something to the team that they didn't have, whether it was defense, rebounding, anything that I could help to win more games.
Now, we got a chance to really see you kind of like in your last game, kind of last series of games there at the Hoop State Championship there. You caught a lot of our eyes there. And honestly, it was kind of like a coming out party of really getting a glimpse of what you can do and kind of your ability on the court, of affecting on both sides there. Just kind of glancing back a little bit about that event there. What was it like kind of going to the event and kind of like making yourself a bigger name and trying to make your mark on that with a lot of good teams and players there?
It was definitely a good experience. Going in, I didn't know who nobody was. So, when I was going in there and I was watching the games and I'll be listening to my team out there, be like, that's such and such, that's such and such. And I was like, I don't know who that is. So I'm finna go kill. You know what I'm saying? So when we played combine, that was my goal. I really wanted to go kill because I knew a lot of people knew these cats. They knew who they was. So this was definitely a chance for me to make a name for myself. So only thing on my mind was kill and defend and win the game. Sadly, we weren't able to win the game, but one of my goals were able to be achievable.
I got you. And now you brought that, you really bring that same mentality kind of to the summer here, and you've really made a name for yourself. It's not just us; it's every event that you've gone to. I was looking through your social media, and you just type in your name with your class there, it pops up. You've always
Right.
impressed with your production, ability to affect on both ends of the floor there. But heading into the season now, playing with Team Eat, and what has that experience been like for you, just overall in general?
It's been a wonderful experience, Pat. Coach Joe over there, he's a great coach. He cares for his players. He always makes sure I'm good. Because I got to drive up there. So, he always asks if I do need a ride, if he can meet me somewhere. So, this has probably been one of my best AAU experiences. He knows how to bring a team together to me. Our team has a lot of camaraderie and we have a lot of, chemistry because Coach Joe, he makes sure we talk to each other. He makes sure we communicate. He's a great coach overall, and I really enjoyed this experience with him. I wish I would have had more with him, actually.
What's it been like to kind of play with that talent around you, and how has it kind of helped you maybe to prepare for the future for you?
They always say iron sharpens iron. You always want to play with the best, and I feel like playing with this team, I definitely have been. We got Elijah Jamison. He's a great point guard. He can score the ball. He can distribute. You got B.J. Freeman. He's a great scorer, and he's actually a underlooked a passer. He can actually pass the ball really well, so that kind of surprised me. So being with that type of talent, it kind of teaches you every game you don't have to score to be to make a name for yourself. You can do the other intangibles like defense, rebound, even having energy for the team can help a lot. So really playing with this team has actually opened my eyes up to what else can you do to provide for this team. So intangibles is actually probably one of the most things I actually, took from this team.
Now you talked about you've had a great time with them and everything, and the summer's still not over and everything, but it is
Right.
winding down and all that. Is there a moment that you kind of remember that kind of stands out for you so far?
We had a few moments. Probably one of the moments that was kind of I always remember was maybe, let me think. Wow, that's crazy. I'm trying to think of the best one. It's been a lot. Probably I think it was the tournament we played Team Charlotte. I don't remember what tournament it was, but that tournament was when we really, it kind of everything just sparked for us. We came together as a team. We was down by Charlotte probably, I think, 15. And, I think Coach Joe called a timeout and, he talked to us and let us know, we have to play as a team if we want to win this game. And, we came out of that timeout and we came back and we actually ended up winning that game by 1 in the overtime. BJ hit the overtime. He hit the layup to take us into overtime. So, leading up to that point in that game, it was just you can kind of tell where first half we were still trying to figure things out. But then come second half, we started figuring it out. We came together as a team and were able to come back and rally a win. So that was probably one of the best memories I had, just, remembering how we came together at that point.
I remember that game. That was at the, I can't remember exactly. Is it the Queen City or the
I think it was the Queen.
or Phenom Challenge? It was one of those two.
One of the two that.
But yeah, I remember when BJ hit that game winner as descended into overtime and everything. That was a fantastic game.
Yes, sir.
You talked about a little bit about your mindset overall, and I feel like you still have that mindset and everything. But what kind of mentality do you have that you try to show or hope to bring every day on the court there, just overall?
Just win. Do everything in my power I can to help my team win. Of course, everybody has a mentality they want to go out and score the ball. But, every game you're not going to be able to score the ball. Some games you're going to be off. So my mentality is don't just come into this game looking to score. Come into this game looking to do whatever it needs to be done to win, whether that's being the leader on the court whether it's playing defense, whether it's rebounding, anything that can help us in the game. So anything that we're lacking in, that's kind of where I want to be, that filling that hole to help us win. I just want to win.
Yeah, well, you bring that winner's mentality, and you get it done on both ends of the floor. But for people that haven't seen your game, it's a shame that they haven't seen your game, but they will see it at some point. But how would you best describe what you can do on the court that people haven't seen?
I would definitely describe my game as a high energy player. I definitely have a high motor. When it comes on the offensive end, I think from me, you'll get definitely a 3-level score, a high efficient score at that. Definitely a lockdown defender. When it's time to lock in, I can really sit on the defensive end. And, just really having a high motor. Like I said, doing everything that needs to be done to win the game.
Yeah. And I feel like that is one of the main reasons why your recruitment's now picking up there. And people are seeing this, your production, not only scoring, but rebounding, defensive, just making winning plays and everything. And that's why now that you have your recruitment's been taking an uptick, and now your first offer came from Towson. So I wanted to ask you first about them. What was it like to kind of get that first offer on the board, and what did they have to say when they offered you?
It was so crazy. I was actually after that first game that first tournament, I was driving to my hotel, back to the hotel, getting ready for the next game. I got a call from him saying, we really love your game. We're gonna give you a full scholarship. It was so surreal. I never got a call like that. So it was like I didn't really know how to react. So it was like I kind of was shocked. So definitely getting that first offer, it kind of opened my eyes and definitely gave me like an extra, like more juice. It just gave me a lot more energy, I would say. So definitely getting that first offer was definitely exciting and shocking most of all.
Yeah, it should. I mean, getting that finally, putting all that hard work in and finally having that work pay off with that first offer, it's obviously a moment that it comes to you and you just have to, you don't really know what to do when you first get it, but then it's like, it's there for you now.
Right.
It's like a reality check there. Kind of like everything's paying off here.
Right, exactly.
Well, congrats on the Towson offer. But then now you also just made the news that you received an offer from Mississippi State, playing the SEC conference there. First off, what did they have to say? What did they have to talk to you about? And what are your kind of thoughts first of all with that Mississippi State offer?
Okay, so when they actually called me. They called me yesterday. I was actually at the mall with my brother doing a little shopping for him. So when they called, he introduced himself and told me he loved my game, told me, they've been watching me for, the past month and a half. It was telling me, they were looking for a scorer, somebody that could really fill up the stat sheet and scoring. But they said they also love the fact that I play defense, I get rebounds, I can, but they said they really love the fact that I score and they know that's what I do. So, they said they love the way I play and they're going to offer me a full scholarship. So when they told me that, it was just like, I kind of was like, huh? And he said, we're going to give you a full scholarship. And I was like, wow, I really appreciate it. Once again, I was shocked. That's a big time school, a Power 5 school from the SEC conference. So I was like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Like my dream is starting to, become a reality. And so, he was like, as soon as Corona's over, as soon as they let people travel, they're going to come out and see me. That's how bad they really want me. Hearing that from a college coach, I couldn't help but to think back of all the hard work I've been putting in the gym. My dad telling me you can't give up now, because at a point, people start getting down on themselves when it's they feel like their hard work is not being, recognized. So for me to get that offer, it was just it's paying off. Nah, it don't stop here. You got to keep going.
Yeah, that's a great mentality you had there. What all do you know about the school in general? I know you just got the offer and everything, but anything kind of stand out to you early on about them, or?
I actually realized that they've been doing a lot of recruitment in Atlanta. One thing I have realized, I've been seeing them offer a lot of kids through Atlanta. A couple years ago, they offered a few people from I don't remember the school's name, but I know they definitely might be heavy in recruitment in Georgia. I know Devon Smith definitely just went there, so that's going to bring a lot of attention to the school, him being a national recruit. Other than that, I don't really know too much about the school. but I'll definitely look up some information now that they offer me.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, you got plenty of time there and everything,
Right.
and like kind of let it soak in a little bit there.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned, that the grind doesn't stop here, and I know other schools have been showing interest your way that haven't offered yet, but they could offer sometime down the road. But I just
Right.
wanted to ask you about your interests. What schools have been kind of showing interest your way?
This week or the past month or so, I've been talking to University of Georgia a lot. I probably talk to them no less than 3 times a week.
Okay.
Um, Virginia Tech came into the picture probably last week. University of Arkansas, I talked to them last week also. And St. John's actually just texted me yesterday. But other than that, on my Twitter, I've been getting a lot of follows from like Wake Forest. I see Vanderbilt follow me, and then in my phone it's a lot of coaches. I mean go down. It's VCU, University of Charlotte, it's Murray State, it's University of Charlotte at Greensboro, or University of North Carolina Greensboro. Excuse me. Who else? Who else? Who else? It's a long list. You gotta
Long
get me.
list.
It's a long
Long
list.
list. And I fully expect that list to continue there. So I was interested. You mentioned it sounds like Georgia has been the hardest on you,
Mm.
recruiting you, or showing interest, I should say, that has yet to offer you. What kind of relationship have you built with that program?
Oh, I feel like me and Coach Crean, we definitely have a good relationship. He actually texted me after the hoop scene be the beast tournament. He actually texted me after the game and he said he just loved my will to win. He loved my energy. He loved my passion. Ever since then, he's always checked in with me and asked me how I'm doing. Just wanting to build a relationship. And I feel like me and him, we definitely, if we don't have a good relationship, we definitely are on the way to building a good relationship. I also talked to Coach Linehan, and me and him chopped it up for about 30 minutes. Just him asking about my family, him telling me him about himself. So I feel like they definitely, probably recruited me the hardest and definitely had the best conversations wise.
Now, would you say, obviously, I know your mind is wide open with schools and everything like that there, but would there be any school that would really catch your eye if an offer came their way? Maybe like a school that you've always wanted to play for, or just that would really excite you?
I always said, whatever school wants me and whatever school gives me the best chance to come in there and play right away, that's a school that'll definitely open my eyes. But, honestly, my dream probably was always to stay home. Honestly, I think that's every kid's dream to stay close to home where their parents can come watch them play, not too far. But, I would probably say, yes, University of Georgia.
Okay. And I know it's still early for you, and obviously you're going to be waiting for offers and everything like that. Hear more schools and everything like that. But with everything kind of going on, I know some kids, players are looking to make decisions maybe earlier, maybe later, kind of see where everything's going with you. Do you have any time frame of when you maybe want to make that decision at any point down the road?
I should be looking to make a decision probably around October to November
Okay, this year or next year?
this year.
Gotcha. Okay, so coming
You
up
know,
here.
that yeah. I've talked to my coaches and they told me you want to kind of get into a school early so you can develop that relationship with the coaches. So it's not for certain yet, but I am looking towards probably the end of this year.
I got you. So you would rather do it sooner than later. Let's put it that way.
Yeah,
Gotcha. That
exactly.
makes sense there. But obviously, that can always change with everything kind of going on and stuff like that. So,
Right, exactly.
well, Elijah, I appreciate you coming on and joining us today and talking about the latest. I really do appreciate you coming and joining us. It's been a great interview with you.
I appreciate you for having me, Pat.
Of course, you've been tremendous like this whole summer. Like I said, if you haven't seen this Elijah's game, you definitely want to go out and watch it. You can watch it on live streams. You can go to his social media and definitely check him out. So, congrats on everything. And it's been the ride for you so far this year.
That's for sure.
So I appreciate you coming on, and I just wanted to let everybody know. Please go back and check all the other interviews on Phenom Hoop Report. or also on our YouTube page there. For myself, Patrick, for Elijah, we appreciate you joining us today, and check back for some more interviews with Phenom Hoops.
Uh-huh.